You don't starve yourself, you don't binge eat, but you feel guilty. This might seem like it's mild, but no, it isn't. If not checked, it could intensify into a full-blown eating disorder. In this video, we'll talk about some of the behaviors someone might be having when they have this silent condition and what they can do. 1. There's food guilt and compensation behaviors. For example, someone feels extremely guilty for eating and they might try to compensate by withholding food for a really long time, or maybe eating a lot to compensate for the guilt that they are having. 2. Constant body checking and comparison rituals. Someone might be checking their weighing scale every day and not leaving room for a little fluctuation, because we are human and sometimes 1 to 2 kilograms there's an increase or there's a decrease. 3. There's mood dependence on eating or weight. For example, someone has got a minor inconvenience and they decide not to eat for the rest of the day or a few days, or they decide to overeat. Exercise compulsions disguised as health. For example, someone decides to cycle for 5 hours, claiming that it is something healthy that they have taken upon themselves. I'm not talking about the professional sports people who actually do this usually, and it's easy on them. 4. There's an avoidance of food in social situations. Despite having plans, maybe with friends, there's a consistent pattern of someone not eating or either declining food or maybe even overindulging. If you notice more than 3 of these signs, you could make a personal intervention, because these behaviors can easily intensify over months and they are reliant on environmental and emotional triggers. Willpower usually fails and someone always thinks that they have everything under control. Creating sustainable eating patterns is something that can really work in the long term and is very beneficial for this, as well as adopting a food neutrality mentality, like not over associating foods with too much negativity. For example, some people literally recoil at the thought or even hearing the word carbs. You can try to restructure that and think of carbs not as something that is the absolute negative, but as a food that you can indulge in from time to time. We've talked about some of the behaviors that someone with this silent condition might be having. Some of the few ways someone can try to combat before this becomes a fully blown eating disorder. For more content like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.